Welcome to this DIY Science Toolkit update. Update on this new learning experience. So need to connect to our data. So the new concept is that anything that's in the Learn box is what will be visualized in the visual components. So to fill the Learn box, you open the knowledge. In this case, we're going to do heart knowledge to do with activity. We need to select the device. As many devices have you got connected with the heart will be listed here. In this case, we want to observe the data. So I've got this ongoing issue with data types because you have them from two sides. You have them from the device side, and you also have them from the science side. And this is where the computational network reference layer is sort of harmonizing. But as you see at the bottom, the inputs are in a slightly different language from the science. And behind the scenes, that is being taken care of. But as we'll see, it's like what to display when is the challenge. And I just want to chart it daily, and I want to do it per minute. That's the only option. And that's it. I've got the chart available. And so when I click Learn, I can get my daily data, and then obviously go back and just learn from the patterns. The tools are actually on by default at the moment, but you can select them. So when the tools are being moved, then in your knowledge, the select will have the time, so that will be connected up soon. But anyway, we don't want to just observe the data, we actually want to start doing some analysis. So this is when you can like do daily sums, weekly sums, monthly sums. And as you notice, the science has a different data type. The one I'm working on right now is the average. So simple use case, you want a daily average, weekly average, monthly average, yearly average, or do you want to use the tools and do a bespoke, segment of time just for your own curiosity? So you have these average data types, which is average heart, average beats per minute, average steps. But the other way of looking at it is saying, well, the average is already there, so you just want the heart rate. So this is not active at the moment. Currently building out the middleware to handle all these options. So we'll show that next time. But as you notice, as you go through these computations, are collaborative heart rate recovery. So now it links to this live collaborative document, and hopefully we can shift to things like Matrix AI and other tools that allow us to do this in a more, peer-to-peer and granular way to build these models. And as I said in my newsletter, it's more than just one variable. There'll be multiple ways of looking at recovery, from sleep to nutrition, which maybe we get some insight from blood analysis, mindfulness. The topic is broad. And so the next stage is that once we have all these sort of analytic components, is then like Google Maps. You can chain them together. There'll be a history button alongside the knowledge button, so you don't have to key in the observations or the recovery modes you like. You can just highlight your histories, and then they'll all either be individually presented or stacked up, or you could drag and drop the boxes for on the screen at the same time. And then obviously play around with them in the context. So I think it's coming along. I think still work to do, but you can imagine this whole selection box being done through a nice little filter wizard, which would even, you know, mask away the options. So I'm just interested in heart, and it defaults through a list of settings, and obviously just displaying the data maybe in a more compartmentalized way. Okay, that wraps it up.